Where I go? It's off to work, and I'm going to my teaching job. And yes, I teach at a school so that my kids can go there for school. And my youngest is 17. He's a junior, and he has one more year. And I will have gotten 13 children out of high school. That has been my biggest life challenge to see my kids all make it through high school. So I got 6 kids out of homeschool, and then I had 7 kids when I went back to school about 10 years ago. I went to a small local Christian school where I taught, and I brought 7 kids with me that first year, all the way down from 11th grade down to kindergarten. So people asked me how I did it, and I told them, well, number one, they all wanted to go to school, so that made it good. So I didn't have to fight with them to get ready or anything. All got up and got ready for school, and that school had uniforms, so that made it much easier for me. I didn't have to go out and like shop for every single item of their clothing wardrobe. We knew exactly what we had to wear. And the girls wore polos with a skirt, either a khaki skirt or a black skirt. The boys wore, I think it was khaki pants or like black or blue pants with a polo. And they could only wear one type of sweater, which I did order from the company. I can't remember. It was a company and it had like the school logo on it. So the older kids had to wear only a certain sweater type thing. And so we were very limited on what we could wear. They even had rules for shoes. So that we did have to go buy shoes. And the younger kids could wear sneakers. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but I'm really glad that we had that opportunity. Sometimes I wish that I had the fortitude to just keep going with homeschool and never quit. But it was hard for me that the older kids were flying out of the coop, and I needed structure. I needed some help by just having a schedule and not being left to myself to um, be the person to get everybody up, clean the house, do absolutely everything for all of the kids. And they were really good kids. Like my kids were good kids. I just really was blessed with all of the years. We had our challenges, but a mom of 13 kids, and I have 2 at home, and they're all best friends, and they've all chosen different types of pathways for their life, but they're all friends with each other and they support each other, which is really a blessing. And so I'm thankful for the times that we had. So I'm a mom of 13, and I'm headed to school right now. I have 2 kids still in school, and I will, in one more year, I will have gotten all of my kids out of high school. And without sending them to the public school, too. So it hasn't been perfect, that's for sure. I have got my regrets and my, I wish I had done this or wish I had done that, but we are almost there. I did go to college to be a math teacher. So right now I'm headed to school to teach math. I teach geometry, algebra 1, 8th grade math, and 7th grade math in a small Christian school. So I have like one classroom for each grade. And it is morning. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the thumbs up. Please, thumbs up. And thank you. If you could comment below, I'd really appreciate it. And I'm really thankful that I've gotten over 1,000 subscribers. Now I just need watch time. I need friends. So thank you for coming to this video. I really appreciate it. I'm in New Hampshire, and I started these morning chats because I wanted to share the weather and what it looks like in New Hampshire. So this is what it looks like at the beginning of March. We have a little bit of snow. Sometimes we get snow in March, and we do have a little bit of snow on the ground, and it is about 24 degrees, and yesterday at this time was about 9 degrees. So it's about 24 degrees, which feels really warm after you've survived a single digit degree number. Thank you for coming this video. If you could give this video a thumbs up, I'd really appreciate it. Are you a fellow YouTuber, or are you just surfing the YouTube for videos? Let me know in the chat. Hey, Thanos. Hello, thank you for commenting. And so I'm on my way to work, and I'm a teacher and a mom, and I just like to share what's happening in New Hampshire, a little bit of teacher life, a little bit of mom life, grandma life as well. And I am driving to school, and the sky yesterday was real blue and clear. Today we do have some clouds, but it's really pretty. And the sun is about over here. You might see it as I turn. And I love to see the sunrise in the morning. And it is March, let's see, March 4th. So March 4th, and this is the first week of March. So I love March because I know that spring is coming. How long have you been in college? I am not in college right now. I went to college for my 4 years right out of high school, and I became a went to college to be a teacher, and then I worked as secretary at a real estate office. And through the years, I've homeschooled, and recently I've gone back to school, and my kids come with me, and I have taught all the grades basically. When I first went back to school, I taught first, second, and third grade combination class. Then I taught fifth and sixth combination class, and I also taught high school. It seems like my sweet spot is seventh, eighth, and ninth grade is what I like to teach. I've taught home ec as well in the Christian school, which is kind of fun. Home ec, I taught cooking, making bread, sewing, and stuff like that. So that was really fun. So that's the nice thing about working in a small Christian school, is sometimes you have more of a variety of things that you can teach and stuff like that. Oh, how long have you been working at a college? I'm not working at a college. I actually work at a high school, 7th and up. And I homeschooled for many years. So I taught all of my kids at home. And then about 10 years ago, I went back to school with 7 of my children. And so those 7 kids had never been to a school, and they really were looking forward to it. They liked going to the school, and they enjoyed, being with other kids. They had made friends. They played on sports teams, and I went to all their games. So it's really different now because, we're downsizing. We only have 2 kids at home right now, and they're pretty good kids. They both drive, so it's a different world for me. So I'm able to do some things that I enjoy doing. I love crafts, so I made this. We also, at my school, we have a crochet club. So we have some kids that we're teaching how to crochet. And I put on Facebook that I wanted some yarn, and I got more yarn than we could possibly, make things out of. So I think we're all set for yarn. And we just have to get the kids yarning, crocheting, and all that stuff. Thank you for coming to the video and thank you for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's a beautiful morning. I hope you can see the sky in the video next to me. That's kind of one of the reasons I came up with the car chat, is just to share how beautiful it is in New Hampshire. And I started kind of in the fall when we had the foliage, and it's really pretty. And just the change of the weather and the sky, the beautiful sky on the way to work is really awesome. I also wanted to mention that during the month of March, there's going to be a lot of, I guess, events in the sky. We're going to have a blood moon, I guess. I think it said March 14th. And so be looking for that. We're going to have some really interesting displays up in the sky. So that should be really fun to be a part of or to watch. I also heard at the end of the month, we're supposed to have another, like a eclipse. So be on the lookout for that. I don't know, wherever you might be, how that will work for you. And it's really interesting. The sky has so much to bless us with. It's just amazing. You could just spend a lifetime studying the sky, I love to tell my students that God made us so that we want to learn and we want to just keep learning. And he also made the universe so amazing that we will never exhaust all there is to learn, no matter how long we live. If we lived as long as Methuselah lived, we would still have more to learn. There's so much amazing beauty and science and unbelievable lessons that we could learn right from just taking a drive to school. There's just so much. I used to love to take hikes with my kids and watch the birds and all that. And I kind of miss that, having a little entourage. It just seems so like it went by so fast. And there's 20 years between my oldest daughter and my youngest boy. And it just seems so crazy how my life is so different now, because I lived many years with kids following me and I was the mother hen. And now we have, I'm driving to school by myself. It's very different. And I find myself very, trying to focus on one thing at a time, because I have so many things I like to do. So thank you for coming to this video. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the thumbs up, and let me know in the comments, where are you? What's the weather like where you are? Are you a teacher? Did you go to work today? What did you do at work today? Can you tell me 5 things that you did last week at work? Yeah, I can tell you 5 things I did yesterday. Yesterday I went to school. It was ski club day. So I did my classes one after the other. And then I was done about 10:30. Then I put all of my books together to plan for the next day. I had a tutoring student at 12:30. I had crochet class from 1:30 to 3 o'clock. Then at 3 o'clock to 3:30, we did a different type of pickup line for the school, trying something different that's a little more safer for the children. So we did the pickup line, and then, we have to sweep and make sure our rooms are clean, empty our trash, erase the boards. We don't have a janitor or anything, so we have to clean our own stuff in our classrooms. And today I'm headed to school, and at 8:15 I will be monitoring the drop-off line. So lots to do. lots that I have done, and yeah. Hey, Carrie, thank you for coming to my video. And tomorrow I'm going to be going to the State House. I'm going to leave school a little bit early, and I'm going to be talking to the committee about, in New Hampshire, we get all of the bills put in by the legislators, and then we break everything up into committee, and the committees talk about every single bill that was presented. And yesterday was an entire day talking about two bills. One bill was to make it illegal for anyone to do top surgery on minors. Imagine that. Oh, the stories were heartbreaking. And lots of people opposing that bill because they believe kids should be able to choose for themselves to change their bodies in such a way. Very, very sad. And then the other bill was about making it illegal to give puberty blockers to young children. Unbelievable. I listened to a lot of it because I drove home, and then I had time in between some things yesterday, and I listened to a lot of it, not all of it, but it was very heartbreaking to hear even those people that want minors to have puberty blockers, and they want minors to be able to choose for themselves to change their body by cutting parts off. Even people who believe in it, it doesn't make their life better. I don't see how that they've made their life better, but some people said it was. So that was yesterday, and then tomorrow there's a bill that is about trying to keep inappropriate photos and content out of the tax-funded schools. So I'm going to speak about that. And you can tell in this world it's a battle to keep kids safe, innocent. Just let them play, let them be children, and stop trying to push an agenda of adults, these children. Let them just, play on a swing, play jump rope, play tag, run around the yard. Like, let them figure these things out when they get older. Let them, oh, I just don't get it. So let kids be kids. That's my desire. And some people don't agree with that, which I don't understand at all. So tomorrow I'll be talking about that. I've never really talked in front of a committee. I was on a committee and I was able to ask questions in the Veterans Committee. It wasn't as personal as some of these other bills that are coming out. But we've known for a long time that things are not good, and how can we change it unless people don't step up? And going to a school board meeting one time and yelling at the school board is not going to fix it, which we saw some of that a few years ago. People got enough, it's good that they got enough bravery to stand before the school board and let them have it and say, this is not good. But that isn't going to be what changes it. What changes it is getting involved in the decisions that will regulate those school boards. So that's what I'm doing. Thank you for coming to this video, and thank you so much for the thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Good morning from New Hampshire. New Hampshire is 24 degrees this morning, and it is a beautiful day. I am headed to my school, which is a small school, which is runs on a very low budget. I mean, there are lots of Christian schools that are dedicated to sacrificing, if you could call it that, by using their church. This school uses their church to help provide space for a Christian school. There are many teachers there that work together to provide a safe environment, and we get paid less to, yes, vote them out, vote the school board members out. And the only way you can vote the school board members out, though, is when people step up to take their place. That's a problem that I found, is that, everybody wants to vote them out, but who's going to take their place? And the school board, I'm finishing up my third year. We met almost not every single Wednesday night, but at least 2 Wednesdays of the month, sometimes 3, from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., sometimes later. And it's a lot. And then people expect more than that from you. Like, they want you to know everything about the school. They want you to go to all their activities, be in the knowledge of every single thing, which, as a school board member, that's great if you can be. But I did not have the ability to go to the schools while it's in session because I go to my own school. But I tried to be as informed as I could with the amount of time that I had. But, in order to vote people out, there have to be people that want to take their place. And, everybody's working, everybody has lives, and it's not as easy as that. So it's hard to know how these people, there are people that do know more than I do on the school board. And how do they do it? I don't know. So anyway, we are just carrying on, doing the best we can. But as far as having inappropriate content in their curriculum, there's no need for that. Like, I don't care who you are. We should be able to regulate that. So anyway, that's what's happening in my world. And I'm going to a Christian school where people do make sacrifices. And it's a model for what schools could do. But everybody says it's impossible to, make the schools better because why? Because of the parents, because of the children, because of the, government, or there's always a reason why we can't do better. And it's just an excuse. The current model isn't working. There are too many kids in the schools, and we throw too much money at education. Education doesn't have to cost a ton of money. Like, how do homeschool families do it? They don't have $20,000 per child per year to spend for a homeschool family. They give up money to be home with their children and to make it all work. The day we live in, we have so much free information. We should not be costing more money. It should be costing less money. But the current model is not effective. It's not working. There's a lot of problems with it, and we just keep doing it. So it's frustrating. My hat's off to those parents that put their children first in their lives, and a lot of times they take the hits. They do without, the parents do without, they give up of themselves, and they do make sure that children have what they need to grow up safe and learning what needs to be learned in order to be successful in the future. So I really appreciate, I cheer for parents that, and I can't say that public school, their parents don't put their kids first. I mean, I guess it works for some people, but it's not working for all of them. And I guess my heart goes out to the kids that it's not working for. Um, and that's what we kind of focus on sometimes. But anyway, my desire is to do what I can, and that's all I'm trying to do. So anyway, thank you so much for coming to this video. I really appreciate it. And I do hope you have a great day. And I appreciate your views. Thank you for the thumbs up. And thank you for your support of my channel. Let me know what kind of things that you like to chat about. And I try to find things that are going on in the world to talk about and present here. So a lot of times I have something on my mind of what I want to talk about, and it might sound like I'm rambling, but I do have a couple topics in mind to just kind of chat. So thank you for coming, and I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.